Tonight on the network news, the 5th edition of Science Expo opens in Abuja, Nigeria to offer more to research and development. DG World Trade Organization visits Nigeria, advises African countries to focus on value addition. More successes recorded in fights against insurgency and banditry. Good evening and welcome to NTA Network News, coming to you live from Abuja, the nation's capital. I am Kene Ima Aborike in Abuja. Jennifer Igwe is reading from Lagos. Let's start by telling you that ways and means Nigeria can improve her standing in global trade for enhanced economic fortunes dominated discussions as President Muhammadu Buhari granted audience to the new Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports that the abundant opportunities Nigeria can derive from the global organization towards achieving the objectives were brought to the fore at the interactive engagement.
Welcome home.
Visiting Nigeria for the first time since her election as the first female and first African Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was in the State House to formally appreciate President Muhammadu Buhari for what she called the pulsating support she received in the race for the position. President Buhari, however, maintained that with her record of performance both at home and abroad, the Director General earned Nigeria's robust support, and Nigerians are indeed happy she made it. The President is optimistic that Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who is already putting Nigeria more on the world map, will also represent the country so well. The new WTO Director General stated that the support and leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari is still critical to her position. Addressing newsmen shortly after, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala enumerated the opportunities for Nigeria in the global organization.
So many areas in which WTO is working and can support Nigeria with bringing in investment, improving logistics, training our young people, giving access to capacity building for them. Our young people are doing so many things in services that can also be exported. And that is one area we need to look at. I was very heartened when the President spoke of investing in young people.
While using the opportunity to allay fears that the free trade policy of the world body would harm Nigeria's economic diversification drive, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala affirmed that special and differential treatment could be applied to prevent vulnerable countries from collapsing under competition. She said the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement in particular is a unique opportunity for Nigeria to improve her standing in global trade.
Currently, we're 0.3% of world trade, 19% of Africa's trade. And in logistics, we rank 103 out of 167. But what does this say to us? It says that we have a great opportunity to improve our situation and to improve our economy through trade.
She said her discussions with the President also centered on ways and means Nigeria can add value to the nation's agricultural products as the world transits from fossil fuels to renewables due to issues of climate change.
We'll need our gas and our oil for the next couple of decades or so, but we also have to start moving towards renewables. We have to start moving towards more manufacturing. We have to start looking to add value to the products we now have. Why is that important? This is so that we can create more jobs and trade more. You can trade more if you produce more and add more value. Let's not export our jobs to the outside.
On COVID-19, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala made a case for Nigeria to set up vaccine manufacturing capacity, saying at the moment, Africa imports more than 90% of the pharmaceutical products it uses. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
In the meantime, Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, says Nigeria and Africa must focus on value addition to attain relevance in the global trade scheme. On her first official visit to Nigeria, Dr. Okonjo-Iweala expressed optimism that Nigeria and Africa can leverage on the Africa Continental Free Trade Area to lean forward and make economic gains. Leah Katung Babatunde completes the story.
Of the total volume of trade transactions around the world, Nigeria accounts for only 0.33%. While major players continue to advance, Africa is being confronted by the challenge of raw materials exports with little or no value added. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Adeni Adebayo, the first to receive the visitor, came armed with a wish list targeted at making trade more instrumental to the Nigerian economy.
We look forward to outcomes that take into account our development priorities and support Nigeria's efforts for diversification and modernization of the economy, as well as sustained growth. I also wish to draw your attention to our capacity difficulties, which continue to undermine our effective participation in the multilateral trading system.
We must not forget our commitment to sustain and enhance the ongoing dialogue and action on women in trade. As a firm believer in the power of trade to lift developing countries, including Nigeria, out of poverty.
So I want to encourage all the youth. We'll be trying to see how we can support you through various platforms we have and various capacity building. And also with finance. Trade finance is another thing. Many of these youth will need access to finance to be able to trade.
At the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, discussions were centered on trade facilitation, blue and green economies, as well as the transition plans targeted at diversifying the nation's revenue streams.
We're just set now to be able to start utilizing gas to drive economic growth and development. So we want to support us, and we have this on the agenda for COP26. To campaign for gas to be classified as a transition energy. Even if it is for the limited period up to the next 20 years, it will be useful for us.
Okonjo-Iweala, visibly elated, thanked Nigeria for paying off financial obligations to the WTO.
I want to thank Mr. President, the Chief of Staff, for focusing on this. This really made us proud because, to field a candidate when you have arrears is not, but the Honorable Minister and the team worked so hard. And I want to share with you, they not only cleared their arrears for 2019, they paid for 2020 and put an advance against, paid for 2020, 2021. And now we're a little bit ahead because they advanced some money for 2022.
Nigeria is the first country visited by the new WTO Director General after assuming office at the beginning of this month. In Abuja, Leah Katung Babatunde, NTA News.
Still staying with the World Trade Organization, Nigeria will be supported to meet up with the infrastructure gap affecting it through the initiatives and intervention of World Trade Organization, as the Geneva team led by Director General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala said in engagement with Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Minister. Usman Aliyu has details.
It's another opportunity for Nigeria, a mixed economy, an emerging market with commitments for expansion in manufacturing, financial service, telecommunications, and other viable sectors of the economy. Some of the challenges affecting Nigeria in present global economic realities include low participation in global trade and deficit in her infrastructure, even with large youth population, making it third in the world. But with her influence and capacity, the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, said Nigeria will secure her rightful place in the global trading.
Nigeria has to produce more, add value to its products, and export more. Right now, Nigeria has 0.3% of world trade and 19% of Africa trade. I mean, you could see that as very small, but you could also turn it around and see it as a big opportunity.
You still have the ambition, you still have the energy and the drive and the commitment to continue doing and to continue giving. And it is a great blessing for the world and for Nigeria.
This government is ready and willing at all times to give her all the support that she will need to make a success of our assignment.
It is expected that this engagement will make Nigeria push for trade policy review and preferential tariff. In Abuja, Usman Aliu, NTA News.
Now, a minimum of 0.5% of Nigeria's GDP will henceforth be allocated for research and innovation. This is the fast-track meaningful development following the awareness that the sector is critical to the country's economic growth. This came up at the 5th edition of Technology and Innovation Expo held in Abuja. Justin Bemunyi reports.
This year's expo, which comes with a theme Science, Technology and Innovation for Economic Recovery and Sustainability Amidst COVID-19 Challenges, is aimed at showcasing research and development results of inventive minds in the country. President Muhammadu Buhari, represented by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who declared it open, notes that the present administration will continue to support the science, technology and innovation sector by expanding the opportunities that abound in the sector. And this is in line with Executive Order 5, which was inspired by the recognition of the vital role of science, technology and innovation.
Today, I urge all researchers, inventors and innovators who are participating in this expo to be steadfast, as the government has confidence that your results, your products and services will help make Nigeria a truly great nation, respected all over the world for its exploits in science and technology. In the past few years, we have also made considerable improvements in the budgetary allocation to the ministry. This has helped increase research and innovation with the aim of achieving sustainable development. We're happy that this has been achieved in line with the decision taken at the African Union's Executive Council in 2006.
As you go around these pavilions, it will be clear that we need to use the key of science, technology, and innovation to unlock the door of prosperity for the progress and the happiness of all Nigerians.
3 best students of the 774 Young Nigerian Scientists Presidential Award competition were presented prizes and offered scholarships to study any science and technology related discipline in any Nigerian university up to the PhD level. The expo will end on Friday, 19th of March. In Abuja, Justin Bemunyi, NTA News.
The federal government has described Asari Dokubo's claim of forming a Biafra customary government as wishful thinking and a figment of his imagination. Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed said this in an interview in Lagos. Anthony Folson reports.
Across media platforms have it that Asari Dokubo has declared the formation of a Biafra customary government. In reaction to these reports, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed says Nigerians should discountenance such comments.
I'm sure you've all heard of the theater of the absurd. That's the only thing, that's the best way I can describe it. If Asari Dokubo wants to form a phantom government and run a phantom government, I think he's free to do so. This administration will not be distracted. We have so much work to do that we are not keen on, giving any attention or any time to, to a joker like Asari Dokubo. I think he's just looking for attention.
Lai Mohammed added that Asari Dokubo should better be seen as a comedian on stage doing what he knows how to do best.
So you just take it as one of these, entertainment things. I mean, the beauty about Nigeria is that it's never dull. There's always one thing to entertain you. And I think it just will pass like that.
Asari Dokubo had on Sunday declared himself the leader of his Biafra customary government. In Lagos, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
And still on security matters, a primary school in Hema, Berenengwari local government area of Kaduna State has come under attack by bandits with a daring attempt to abduct pupils and teachers of the school. Abdullahi Mohammed reports that the bandits also attacked villages, rattling animals.
Just when the pupils of Rema Primary School, Berenengwari local government area of Kaduna State were about to settle down for lessons of the day, the bandits struck. Their attempt to abduct the pupils were thwarted, but 3 of their teachers are unaccounted for.
And following thorough checks, we can verify that no pupil was kidnapped.
The Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruan, also handed over 2 teenagers rescued from the bush by the military to the chairman Chukun local government area where they were abducted.
Friday, they were arguing among themselves about money issues. So one of them were killed among themselves. So when one of them were killed, so the rest now said they are going back to where they came from, which is Zamfara State. So then on Saturday night, all of us wanted to go to Zamfara State. So their boss now said, no, me and him with 2 others of his men should stay back first. If my parents will bring the money, if they did not bring the money on Tuesday, we are going to Zamfara.
So many people that has been so kidnapped, never made it. But we're so happy he's healthy and he's going to be reunited with his family.
Kaduna State, Aruan says, is doing more to secure the release of all persons held hostage by bandits. In Kaduna, Abdullahi Muhammad, NTA News.
In the meantime, Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Rabor has charged the Nigerian Armed Forces to come up with new ideas of fighting insurgency, banditry and kidnapping in all parts of the country. Chief of Defense Staff gave the charge in a message to the flag-off of this year's exercise Haskebu at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College. Jaji Suleiman Abdullahi Regachikun reports.
The dynamics of current global security environment and national security realities call for periodic review of operational strategies by stakeholders.
Cattle rustling and kidnapping have become a commonplace.
These senior officers from the Army, Air Force, Navy, paramilitary and other stakeholders have converged to brainstorm on strategies to combat such threats.
Each year, exercise Haskebu is programmed to focus on security challenges peculiar to 6 geopolitical zones of the country. This year, the program is focusing on banditry and kidnapping, bedeviling the Northwest.
Now more than ever before, the security challenges that are confronting us have been aggravated, and the Armed Forces of Nigeria is intentional in finding solutions to these challenges.
Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabo, in a message, suggests that discussions be focused on effects of social media or national security architecture in future sessions of the exercise. Suleiman Abdullahi Regachikun, NTA News.
We'll pause for some messages now. The news continues shortly. To stay with us.
We're just having a good time, and I'm feeling so good now.
When you did? I dey come now. You go see me now. You go.
Call your body and everybody, yeah. Make we start to the corner.
Where you dey now? You go see me now.
Everybody they dance.
Where you dey now? Oh you go see me now.
You
I find sir. Even me I surprised.
Hey, where you at? You go Mexico, you go Jericho, I don't go let you go.
Hello, how are you?
Tell us one truth nobody knows.
I like to steam it from my mama's pot.
The best data plans in town. Dial *777#.
As you adjust to the new realities for operating your business and engaging with your customers, let us help you transform your business into a digital powerhouse capable of adapting and taking advantage of today's opportunities. With our best-in-class array of digital solutions, you can conduct your business, receive payments from your customers, and perform transactions quickly. safely, and conveniently, because we've got you covered with the right people, technology, and service offerings. Contact us today and let us take your business to its zenith. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
City Halls. Let's go, guys.
Babe.
Yeah?
Would you please turn on your hotspot?
Okay, there you go. My lady. Play this ball. Hey, hold this guy down.
Password, please.
0808.
Babe.
Yeah.
You have a message.
Maybe. Read it out now. Read it out to my ears.
Free your mind with Airtel Smart Talk and enjoy calls to all networks at a flat rate of 11 kobo per second. Dial *315# to join.
Fine girl. Can I have your phone, man?
Airtel, the smartphone network.
By the magical coast of the Atlantic, the luxurious residential towers with contemporary interiors that accentuate a genuine sense of serenity and contentment, featuring world-class amenities and social areas, where everyone can spend the best times from the comfort of home. For those who seek the best shape, and the little precious ones who do not hide but always seek. Excellence is an idea significantly resembled in the new Coastal Gem, which offers invincible opportunities of fine living and investment. Invest in Paramount Twin Towers by Grenadines Homes. Live the excellence.
I did look for a pension fund administrator. Where soft, make sense, we care for me. Shy. No be the time when story go enter the matter when it's time to deliver. Oh no. You bring the show, them no go stress you. Call them, then they accessible. Yes, customer care where they on point. No go regret when you try, of course. Profitable investment. Everything is just a blend. If you don't want it good for you, my guy, make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension. Active today, premium tomorrow. It is a beautiful and refreshing homecoming for our wonderful sister and icon of hope for Nigerian women and girls. As the Minister of Women Affairs at this time, I am so proud that not only an African woman, but a Nigerian woman has shattered the glass ceiling and proudly sits at the helm of affairs as Director General of the World Trade Organization WTO. On behalf of Nigerian women, I warmly welcome our ambassador, a trailblazer, a lady of many firsts, a seasoned economist, and a great Nigerian woman. Welcome home. Our own Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, as you once again savor the beauty and cuisine of this great country while sharing wonderful moments with family members, friends, and well-wishers. Signed, Dame Pauline Talib, OFR, Honorable Minister of Women Affairs.
Welcome back as we'll bring you more issues on security matters, where troops of Operation Lafia Dole on clearance patrol along the Kukawa-Monguno Road, about 14 kilometers to their base, sighted Boko Haram ISWAP gun trucks and swiftly commenced pursuit. A statement by its Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Muhammad Yerima says with support from the Air Task Team of Operation Lafia Dole, several terrorists were eliminated, the gun trucks destroyed and arms recovered. Unfortunately, one officer and 3 soldiers paid the supreme sacrifice, while those wounded are currently receiving attention at 7th Division Medical Services May Malari in Maiduguri, Borno State. Troops of the Nigerian Army have been commended for their gallantry in recovering the Boko Haram weapons system. Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru made the commendation while inspecting recovered arms at the premises of 7th Division Nigerian Army May Malari Cantonment, Maiduguri. Maimuna Gariba reports.
Quick operational visit by the Chief of Army Staff Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru is to enhance the ongoing counter-insurgency operations and boost morale of troops to achieve better results. The Chief of Army Staff has inspected different caliber of weapons recovered by troops from Boko Haram terrorists to include AK-47, sniper and FN rifles, as well as HK-21 gun and GPMG, among others.
Destroy the camps. These are some of the things we have been able to recover. All the weapon systems we are seeing here. These are just very few of the weapon system.
Lieutenant General Atahiru later held a closed-door meeting with the General Officer commanding 7th Division and unit commanders who briefed him on the ongoing operations within their areas of responsibilities. The Chief of Army Staff has inspected ongoing and completed projects within the cantonment. In Maiduguri, Maimuna Garba, NTA News.
Elsewhere, staff of the National Theatre Igomo Lagos have been assured of job security and will be carried along in the MOU signed between the federal government and the Bankers Committee, the new investors. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, gave the assurance at a meeting with the management and the union leaders in Lagos. Anthony Forson reports.
Members of the union have expressed fears of a possible layoff and outright sidelining by the new investor. Putting to rest the fears being entertained by the workers, the minister explained that the investor is only investing for the good of all and have no ownership right.
Very important. You are not on their payroll. So they cannot say they need 20 or 30 or 10 tomorrow. Not on their payroll. You're on the payroll of federal government. Where federal government can say we want to cut down. And I've given the assurance that if we did not retrench anybody in 6 years, why would this, even when things are difficult, this government does not believe in retrenching anybody. So there's no fear. We are not their staff. They can't decide our promotion or our welfare. And if you want to employ more people, it's our business. It's not their business.
Lai Mohammed maintained that with the level of decay at the National Theatre, federal government cannot carry out the rehabilitation of the edifice.
After more than 40 years to get the National Theatre back to international standard. So please, I seek for your cooperation. If there's any problem, please tell the GM, he will tell me. I would respond. If it means coming to Lagos, I will do so immediately to meet you. But please let the contractors do their jobs. Please cooperate with them. We don't want to be seen as people blocking progress.
The explanation of the content of the MOU brought some relief to the workers. The General Manager and Chief Executive Officer, Professor Sunday Adodo, expressed appreciation to the federal government over its desire to bring back the lost glory of the National Theatre. In Lagos, Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Now, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mohammed Bello, has approved the issuance of statutory land titles as compensations to indigents and residents affected by FCT's land acquisition. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports.
A decision by the FCT minister is sequel to the intervention of the House of Representatives to address issues of displacements and resettlements of communities. Chairman House Committee on FCT, Abdullahi Idris, announced this development at a meeting with stakeholders.
This committee received a lot of appeals for the intervention on the issues of displacement and resettlement with the cooperation of the Honorable Minister of FCT. The concern and determination of the Committee on Matters of Land Allocation, the problems will be addressed.
1978 Land Use Act, provides an interface whereby we found a way to resolve such issues.
At another engagement, Chairman House Committee on Public Accounts, Representative Oluwole says the House will not relent in ensuring that public office holders are held accountable in line with the anti-corruption drive of the current administration. He revealed that some agencies of government still operate accounts in commercial banks, which goes against the Treasury Single Accounts Directive. Meanwhile, the committee has ordered 25 MDAs, among them Ministries of Finance, Interior, Works and Housing, and the Federal Inland Revenue Service, to appear before it concerning non-rendition of accounts, as queried by the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
Still on the National Assembly, the attention of the Office of the Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Ahmed Idris Wase, has been drawn to a news item in circulation in some sections of the media concerning a petition from a group, Association of Thieves Residents in the United States. In a statement signed by his Chief Press Secretary, Umar Puma, the Deputy Speaker explained that the non-acceptance of the petition against the federal government was due to the improper procedure and not on the rights of the petitioners as Nigerians, as is being maliciously painted by what he described as mischief makers. Wase noted that the House has over the years entertained petitions for Nigerians in diaspora, which were properly presented without ambiguity, adding that he was among principal officers of the 8th Assembly that actively supported the establishment of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. He stressed that the House of Representatives will continue to promote freedom of speech and provide platforms for all Nigerians, irrespective of religion or tribe, resident here or in diaspora, while also upholding rules of procedure of parliamentary democracy. We'll take you to Lagos now for more reports, and Jennifer will be guiding us. Hello, Jennifer.
Thank you, Kenny. Now, winning the drug war in Nigeria requires the collaborative efforts of all relevant security agencies and concerned stakeholders. Chairman, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, while on a familiarization tour of the Lagos Command and 81 Division of the Nigerian Army, emphasized the need to curb the abuse of hard substances among youth. Abolade Salami reports.
Million drug abusers in the country, according to the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Introducing various techniques to reduce prevalence and disabuse the minds of users against this illicit acts have become pertinent. Going a bit further in its approach of tackling the menace, the agency's chairman, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, visited the General Officer Commanding 81 Division, Major General Lawrence Fejoku, to seek collaboration in the mode of operations.
The NTA is a lead agency to fight the drug and illicit substances war. We are on it. I want to give the assurances of that. But we cannot do it all alone, all the time. There are occasions when we need additional firepower and support.
While the Nigerian military has continued to give its best in the fight against insurgency and other criminal acts, the GOC assured the agency that war against drug abuse must be won.
Let me give you my assurances that for any time you need us, we'll give our very best. And on the other hand, we also, as part of my own input input and what I think I can do as the GOC here, I want to embark on a lot of training in all forms that we can. So at that point, we'll also be requesting for inputs from your agency when we are doing sensitization for our troops and those who live in the barracks.
Earlier, the chairman paid a formalization visit to the Lagos commands of the agency, where he inspected some facilities and addressed officers and men on the need to keep up their good work. In Lagos, Abolade Salami, NTA News.
And on the economy, the need to deepen financial inclusion and reduce the cost of business and transactions in a modern cashless society is at the forefront of policy adoption by the Central Bank of Nigeria and other financial stakeholders. The latest move to further achieve this goal is the launch of the NQR by the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System, which is a payment financial technology solution. Dotun Uguyemi has the report.
For business owners like Grace Palm, making ends meet from a small shop require customers to come cash in hand. When your customers come to you to make a purchase, how do they pay you?
I don't have POS and other things, only transfer or they'll pay cash.
Despite the introduction of the cashless policy by the Central Bank of Nigeria in 2012, electronic payments channels are still not an option for small business owners. To bridge this gap, the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System has introduced NQR, which is a contactless payment solution in Nigeria's fast-evolving financial landscape. With about 42 million MSMEs in Nigeria, NIPS is hopeful that in the next 3 months, NQR will have attracted 5 million merchant users.
It unifies QR code schemes across the country, offers a robust payment platform that delivers instant value for P2P and P2P transactions, offers flexible payment options for customers, and a much improved customer experience.
We have to grow our own solutions, and in dealing with that, it meets all the needs. You have farmers. How are we going to pay farmers in the rural area? How will farmers use this? Those factors have been factored into this NQR, and that's what makes it extremely very unique.
NQR offers users instant, efficient, and safe payment option.
We're doing all of this to really encourage every one of us to go cashless, because the more we go cashless, we get all the benefits, safety for ourselves, as we even help to grow the national economy.
Clearly put, we don't have enough adoption around payments so far. So we think NQR being out there is a good option.
Interested merchants like Grace are advised to visit www.nqr.com.ng for more inquiries. In Lagos, Dotun Uguyemi, NTA News.
For more on the news, back to Kene in Abuja. Kene, over to you.
The happy feeling when receiving all of the love coming from family.
So many recipes, creating memories, every day and every night, bonding families, yeah.
60 years of joy, so much love, so much fun, quality. Golden penny is you, golden penny is me, golden penny is at the heart of the family. Golden penny is you. Is me. Golden pennies at the heart of the family. Golden pennies me. Golden pennies at the heart of the family.
We have 4 regional chefs, 3 food experts. Let the contest begin.
Like she's got a secret ingredient. Looks like she's not the only one.
This is a tough one, people. It's a tie. All meals were extraordinary. So, no matter where you come from, you can make extraordinary meals every time with hunger.
Tough on stains with longer lasting freshness. New Omo Extra Fresh with longer lasting freshness. Tough fun stains with longer-lasting freshness. New Omo Extra Fresh with longer-lasting freshness.
What's inside this beautiful house? Inside, there is a very beautiful family. And in this family, there is a lot of love. And inside this love, there's Alpalibe. And in the center of Alpalibe, there is a feeling made with rich milk and creamy caramel. Alpalibe, the milk-filled candy that warms your heart with love. Alpalibe, bring hearts closer.
There's enough to go around.
With Mr. Chef seasoning cubes and powders, every meal is something to look forward to.
Me first.
Mr. Chef, creating delightful memories.
Ooh la la. Sweet nutrition.
Better days are coming. Days where we can hug each other tightly.
Days where hangout plans will be made and kept.
Days where we can look back and say we never gave up because of our courage and will to keep going.
Days where we're not isolated from our community by fear.
So join us.
Join us
as we raise a glass
to better days.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
Welcome back. CBN and partners extend deadline for expression of interest to head Infraco as Nigerian Stock Exchange all-share index declined to close Monday's session. Musa Abubakar right here with me has details. Musa, good to see you tonight. But tell me, how soon will the Nigerian Stock Exchange all-share index gain?
Well, Kenny, you can predict.
Let's see.
The Central Bank of Nigeria, the Africa Finance Corporation, and the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority have made requests to extend the deadline with respect to call for expressions of interest for appointment as independent infrastructure asset manager for the Infrastructure Corporation of Nigeria Limited. Statement by Dr. Kingsley Obiora says final proposals in response to the detailed request for proposals starts from 16th March to 30th March 2021. The equities market closed Monday's trading on a negative territory. The NSE all-share index fell 0.22% at 38,561.84 basis point. 184.5 million shares worth 2.5 billion naira exchanged hands in 3,527 deals. FBN Holdings, Notori, and Fidelity Bank were the most active shares at the end of the day's transaction. Well, that's business news. Kenny,
thank you very much. Now let's quickly tell you that the Nigerian Television Authority NTA is taking advantage of opportunities in rebranding its products and services to serve the public better. Director General of the NTA, Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, at an intensive training on business development organized for NTA Marketing Directorate in Abuja, says the authority will continue to strive for the best. Musa Abubakar reports.
Abubakar Galadima is a marketing department staff of the NTA. He is one of the many marketing staff eager to learn new marketing strategies to improve his work.
Development before now is usually very dicey. It wasn't really something that was usually talked about in the marketing world.
Create the platform, the convincing, and then they will now come and back.
This workshop is organized for Abubakar and other staff selected for the new business development department of the NTA. It is to equip staff of Marketing Directorate with knowledge and skills to identify and develop growth opportunities with effective implementation strategies in order to improve revenue profile of the NTA.
Some of you who are in this department, you have the burden of taking NTA to the next level. So I want you to use this opportunity. This is the beginning of many things to come.
We want to improve on the workforce. We also want to bring them up to date and also be able at the end of the day to face the challenges that the industry and of course the profession of marketing is facing today, because marketing is so dynamic.
We're going to hit and surpass whatever set objective that the organization is looking at.
It's going to make my job very easy because I've now learned what to do.
The 5-day training is part of the effort to make the NTA more competitive in the media marketing space. In Abuja, I am Musa Abubakar, NTA News.
We'll take more messages. We will be right back.
Toughen stains with longer lasting freshness. New Omo Extra Fresh with longer lasting freshness. Toughen stains with longer lasting freshness. New Omo Extra Fresh with longer lasting freshness.
Hey, Go TV don't do am again, no. Then stand by your side, gidigba. Enjoy 32% discount on top Go TV Max. Yes, so if you pay Go TV Jolly for only 2,460 naira, now so Go TV go upgrade you sharply to max levels with 75 plus channels. Abracadabra. I go talk am again. When you reconnect on top Jolly subscription for 2,460 naira, then go summer you with Oga of Entertainment. Go TV Max. Make you enjoy Indian series for Star Life, La Liga, Premier League football, Big Brother Naija highlights on Africa Magic, Nigerian Idol, BET, Cartoon Network, and etc. Better discount, better savings. Go TV truly there your side, oh. Existing Max customers as at first March, no follow for this offer, oh. Terms and conditions dey. Go TV, love it.
Nigerians have been celebrating the Grammy Award wins by two of the country's biggest music stars, Damini Ogulu, aka Burna Boy, and Ayodeji Balogun, aka Wizkid, at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards. Kemini Williams captures the mood.
Come on, twice his tall, Burna Boy. Burna Boy won Best Global Music Album for his album Twice as Tall, which not only marks his first career win at the Grammys, but the first for the Nigerian music industry.
Man, Africa, we're in the house. You get me? This is a big win for my generation of Africans all over the world. And this should be a lesson to every African out there. No matter where you are, no matter what you plan to do, you can achieve it. No matter where you're from, because you are a king. Look at me now. Grammy award-winning Burna Boy.
Wizkid, on the other hand, won the Best Music Video for his feature on Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl. This category of award usually honors the artist, video director, and producer of the song. So, Wizkid shares this win with Beyonce and her daughter.
And the Grammy goes to Beyonce, Blue Ivy, and Wizkid.
You can only imagine how flooded the timelines of these two music stars are with congratulatory messages. And the Nigerian entertainment industry has literally been jumping for joy.
This is what some of our forefathers fought for. They didn't get there, but these boys are taking us there.
The new generations of artists coming from Africa gonna take you by storm, and the time has come This is for Burna Boy.
This time last year, Burna Boy was not exactly singing and dancing, especially after putting in so much hard work into his African Giant album, which earned him an award at the 2019 BET and Apple Music's Up Next Artist. It should inspire more youths, seeing that they can also be twice as tall. In Abuja, Ekemini Williams, NTA News.
Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated Nigerian music star Damini Ogulu, better known as Burna Boy, whose entry won the Best Global Music Album category in the 2021 Grammy Award, saying he has made notable contributions in the field of music, which the world has come to recognize. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, stated that Burna Boy has made notable contributions in the field of music, which have brought glory to Nigerians at home and abroad. The president also congratulates Ayodeji Balogun Wizkid, who emerged as a joint winner of the Grammy Awards in a different category. President Buhari acknowledges the efforts of fourth runners like King Sunny Ade and Femi Kuti, whose creative exertions earned them Grammy nominations, paved the way and brought Nigerian music to global reckoning. The president believes that the record-breaking musical achievements are a recognition of the Nigerian creative talent, and the awards will open doors to other aspiring citizens. Now, Minister of Information and Culture Lai Mohammed has congratulated music stars Burna Boy and Wizkid over their Grammy Award victories. In a statement signed by Shegu Adeyemi, Special Assistant to the Minister, he described the much-deserved awards as fitting rewards for the persistent hard work of the duo. He said the awards also represented a global endorsement for the Afrobeat genre of music that has propelled Nigeria's increasing dominance of the music world. Lai Mohammed expressed the hope that the clinching of the prestigious awards by the two music stars would not only spur them to greater heights, but would also serve as a source of inspiration for others. Now, sports updates with Tamara Ibiwe.
The zonal finals of the Principals Cup have been fixed for March 18 to 22nd, while the national finals will hold between 26 to 31st March 2021. Students will compete in athletics, table tennis, and football.
It is meant for students in secondary schools, students who are actually identified by their principals. I want to discourage using of non-students or mercenaries in this program so as to achieve one of the key objectives of getting talents from this program.
General Secretary of the Nigeria Football Federation, Mohammed Sanusi, says the election of the Federation's president, Amaju Pinnick, into FIFA Council is a welcome development as the nation strives to reclaim her rightful place in the scheme of things.
Amaju has the capacity and the capability to bring in many Nigerians into football administration.
Staying with football, Enyimba International Football Club of Aba departed Nigeria on Monday for South Africa ahead of their CAF Confederation Cup second group game against South Africa's Orlando Pirates, built for Orlando Stadium on Wednesday.
I see their chances as being very, very bright in the group stage. So meeting the South African team man to man, I think Enyimba has the players that can prosecute the job.
The two-time CAF Champions League winners go into the fixture in high spirits, following their 2-1 defeat of Al Ali Benghazi last week. And that's Sports Updates. I am Tamara Ibiwe.
The death has been announced of Pa Bamidele Anjorin, aged 83. Burial arrangements released by the family indicate that there will be a wake on Thursday, 18th of March 2021 at Oluwatoyin Street behind Ibadan Grammar School, Molote, Ibadan, Oyo State by 4:30 p.m., while church service will be on Friday, 19th of March at 10 a.m. at RCCG Sanctuary of Para Parish, Ibadan, Oyo State. Interment follows immediately at 12 noon at St. James Cathedral, Ejokodo Cemetery. Pa Bamidele Anjorin is survived by his wife, children, and grandchildren. Now a look at tomorrow's weather prospect.
There are chances of morning thunderstorms over Delta and Akwa Ibom, as other southern cities are expected to be cloudy. The central region are expected to have patches of clouds with spells of sunshine, while we anticipate dust haze over the northwestern region of the country. Places like Sokoto, Kebbi, Katsina, Kano, Zamfara, and Kaduna, leaving the northeastern region in sunny skies throughout Tuesday. Going into the afternoon and evening hours, thunderstorm is expected over the southern region, especially over places like Ogun, Oshogbo, Ado-Ekiti, Ondo, Edo, and the entire coastal belts. That's all for the forecast. I am Theodora Itu. Thank you for watching.
And that's Network News tonight. Don't forget to be a star with NTA as we wage war against rape and rapists. My name is Kenan Ima Abodike. Good night.